I'm getting very close to releasing this website. However, I want to fix a few things before I publish this. Again, I'm gonna publish the website with the current issues on the blog area. Well, they're not really issues; they're just design problems. So this just looks empty, right? But it's better than what I had before. And on the mobile version, it is kind of better. It just lacks the navbar. So before pushing this, I'm gonna fix a few things, and also I'm gonna add the navbar to here. So after I add the navbar, it should be good to go. And then obviously I have a huge backlog on the items that I want to do. Oh, right, this picture's gone because my Twitter picture has changed, right? Let's take that back. Well, first task of today, fix this. Let's get started. Right, so this is my image. Let's copy the image address, and we are gonna paste the image address into there. Okay, cool, easy. Also, is that really a grounded image or no? It's not. Okay, cool. Right, how do we do this? So I don't remember where I put the image actually. Like, where's the link? It must be under data, contact. Yes, and it is here. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. That's a much better image actually, but it doesn't really sit with the background anymore. Anyway, I'm happy with the image. I'll let it stay there. It looks very cool. It looks like I'm from the Matrix. Anyway, okay. Um, so let's see. The first task of today is to let me pick one of them. All right, we'll start with a take that item. It is, well, I'm gonna move this map to file function that I had in my home.jsx file. It's here, right? So this file, this function, I want to separate it, like put it in, and I want to put it into a separate file. I might just call that file home.utils.jsx, just because I think like this doesn't look that good because this file is already 70 lines long now, and having functions in here, it just doesn't make it more cleaner. Um, I just want this file to consist of the things that we are going to draw on the page rather than containing functions. So let me get started with adding a separate file for the functions. So I'm going to add a file called home.utils.jsx, and in here, well, I'm just going to copy all of, no, actually, let's just cut all of them, paste them in here. All right, we are lacking a few things. If you go back to home.jsx, and also the website should not be compiling now because it's going to complain that mapFileToId is not there anymore because we moved it to another file and it doesn't know where to look and find this anymore. So to do that, the first thing you're going to do is we want to export this function, right? Can we do that? Yeah, so we can export this function, and then you can import it. Well, I was doing some research on this actually. So the way that you import functions in other files is just by using this. So you import the function name from the file name. So to do that, we go here, and I think I'm gonna add it there maybe, import. We're gonna give it the function name. The function name is map something, right? Well, it's not, okay. What was the name of the function? Okay, just copy this. By the way, I haven't tried it. I've just done some research. Maybe it will work, maybe it will not work. Cool, it's not found. I've done some research on how to, yeah, let's try this. Export const, and then, and turn this into a functional component like this. Right. We don't do export default function anymore. We do export constant. and put this in there, and also put an arrow in there, not like this, but like that. Okay, and don't forget the semicolon because this is a constant now. Is it still complaining? Oh, because I need to put JSX in here? No. Is it really not found? Is it compiling? Oh yeah, it is compiling, but why is it complaining that? Okay, let's go back to the website now. Right, seems to be working, so we can still access the blog posts, so that's a good sign. Let's go back to the file again, and you can see that ESLint is complaining now. The way for us to fix it is doing, well, I've done some research on this, and apparently you have to do, there is an ESLint error which is preferred. Like many people have asked, why do we have to do this to fix this error? Export default map file to. Right, this fixes the error, right? Apparently this ensures that you only export one function or one thing from a file, which is not what you would expect when you create a utils file, right? But for our purpose, I think it's fine, and I want to play with this just a bit more to make sure that this is the right way to do it, because I don't want to export only one single thing from this file. I want to export all of the functions that I have in here. So instead of having this as a default export constant, can I have export constant or export default function, and let's revert these things back? Does this work as well, or does this not work? Right, it doesn't work apparently, but what if I delete this? Does it still complain? Yes, it does. Right, okay, I'll leave this as is. And if we ever have to add something else to the home page, we will think about this again. Well, let's work. Oh, yes. I have no idea why IntelliJ is complaining about this. It should not really complain, right? Well, I don't want to suppress it. Okay, fine. It's working now. It just decided that it is going to work, which is cool. Well, that tends to happen from time to time in computer programming, right? It just decides that it's going to work now. It happens sometimes. You know what I mean, right? So this is our first task for today done. So it was a 2 story point checked out item. We can move it to done. What's next? Right. In my previous stream, I've noticed a very strange behavior, and I blamed some of the other changes that I made previously. But no, this was caused by me changing some CSS from the previous stream, and I think I can fix it. I hope it's the CSS. I haven't investigated, but I'm thinking it is the CSS because it only happens when I scroll. It doesn't have to do anything with the scroll list, and the scroll list is there and it's perfectly working. It's just my CSS it's not acting as it should act. So do you see that error? So the mobile version of the website, when you scroll down, the margins in the navbar just changes, and that's not the expected behavior. So let's go ahead and fix it as well. So these things are done. We can commit these changes. What do we do? All right, move map file to id function to separate file. Yep, push. Right, that's almost done. Yep. Right, so we can go to navbar, the navbar sass file now. Where is it? It is under style sheets, blog post module.sass. No, it's not here. Why am I going in here? It's under components, navigation bar. Yep, it's in here. And it's because of this. So if, okay, I'm not sure if padding, right, what if I change this to 100? What if I change this to 10 pixels as well? Just trying something out in here. The server's not running. Yeah, great. Okay. Every single time I forget this, I have to write this and stick it onto my wall in my room, so I remember this the next time. So what does this do? Top and bottom margins are 25 pixels. Yes. So this is why it wasn't working before. Because regardless of what happens, I set the padding to be 0 pixels left or right, which is not the expected behavior. What if we delete this, by the way? What happens then? Right. The mobile version looks good. What about the desktop site? Right, which makes me ask the question, why did I have that in the first place? What change does it make? Oh, maybe it just makes the navbar in the mobile version like smaller? Yeah, I think so. I think so. So what if I move it to here? Tab inside there. Instead of 10, let's make it 5 pixels, so the change is more obvious this time. Okay, no. Top. What change does this make? Cool. When I scroll, the padding comes back. So what class did I add when I scroll to the page? Components, navbar, vary, navbar here. So on scroll, what do we do? What does this bring us? Top now expand. What is this? It is a class name. Top now expand, top now collapse. Expand and collapse. Oh, I see. Cool. So let's remove this and copy that. But first, this doesn't change anything. Cool. Fine. So as you can see, the green rectangle around the navbar, I want to get rid of the top and the bottom margins in there on the mobile version, because for a mobile website, I think this just looks super big. So let's pick a mobile device from here if we can. I'm not sure if we can. Oh yeah, we can. So let's pick the Galaxy S5, right? This top margin, I think it's a bit too big. It could be, let's pick a smaller device, iPhone SE. Yeah, it's too fat for the whole screen, right? I want to make it a tiny bit slimmer. So the top now expanded. If the device screen is small, padding top is going to be 0, padding bottom is going to be 0 as well. And we're going to copy these things and let's put them in here as well. Cool. Oh, maybe that's a bit too small. Well, now it's too small. Maybe try 3 pixels. Yeah, that looks better. Cool, that looks a lot better. Responsive. Okay, close this. Desktop version works just fine. Let's go back to the mobile site. Mobile site works great. Maybe, yeah, cool. I know what to do. Okay, from 5 pixels, it's going to shrink down to 3 pixels. So we're going to keep this animation on the mobile version as well. It changes ever so slightly. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if you can see it. Just changes so slightly. But yeah, it's a good change. Okay, I'll keep that. Cool. Cool. Okay, so this task is done as well. Now our changes margins on mobile on scroll. Okay, git commit fixed. Well, change nav bar expand and shrink margins on mobile. Git push. Cool. Right, let's get started with the next task. Okay, this one might be quite difficult because we're going to replace the link in, well, we're going to replace this text in here with a link that directs to our, wait, what happened? All right, the server is down. Yeah, server is off because I just did a comment, right? Okay. Okay. So yeah, I want to change this, replace this text with a link. So first of all, let's see what this text is, where it's coming from. I think it's in footer, right? Let's go to the footer component in here. Footer is in here. Cool. There. It is a paragraph right now. And let's go to the style sheet of this component. Split vertically. All right. So, oh, so I'm using these instead of, yeah, this is going to be quite a challenge now. Can I do this? How does this affect the website? It doesn't in any way, which is good because this is a P, right? What if we change this to an A? It's going to change colors, right? Yes, it changes colors and it changes the size. I want to make minimum modifications to here because all of these contain A link elements. But instead of a class name, we can give them, we can do something like this: social media button. And in here we do and now we can do this $sign, and what now? Social media button. So how does that look? This button should be still fine. Yeah, it's still okay. Again, it's a good sign. It's a good sign. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing for this one. can I use regular expressions to do the rest of this? Okay, let's practice regular expressions. Use this as an opportunity. Right, you're gonna look for a class name that starts with an equals. Oh, okay. What do we match though? Between these things. Oh, what's the escape character? Yep. Match this, and between those, I want to match any character. Yep, like this, and do escape character again, and then do this. Right. Select not all of them. Okay, start from this one. So what can I do with these? Can I? Yep, I know what to do. Okay. So select Control G. We are going to select this one as well. Cool. Yeah. Go to the end, put the dollar sign. What were we going to type? Social media button. And at the end of this, put that. Go to here. Go to the beginning of all of these, dollar sign. This character, that. And this is how you use regular expressions, kids. Okay, cool. Nice. And we can move this to here now. Which is cool. Yep. And we could probably get rid of this, because what purpose does it serve, right? Cool. Yep, that's great. Now we can add a break line in here. Escape the element. Okay, it looks better now. So we have a margin top. Let's add a margin bottom to this one, 10 pixels. I'm still terrible with this keyboard. I have to practice. Oh, it doesn't do any difference at all. Right. This is, oh, it's because it's a link. That's why. It's not a paragraph. Right, I have to add the margin bottom to this one, right? But then it will affect the signature as well, because the signature, what is this? Is it a span? Yeah, oh, it's a span. Okay. Right. All right. So the better solution is to put this inside the div. Like this. And then in this div, we're going to use Bootstrap's padding stuff. We can do, oh no, actually, there. P1. No. Wait, it's not P1, is it? Bootstrap spacing. Come on, I just used this in the previous stream. Okay, P-3. It's not P5 or whatever, it's P- something. So let's try P-4. Let's make a huge difference now. Yep, that's big. That's quite big. I don't want that. I just need padding from the top. So how do you add that? So I'm going to use pt1. Let's try pt1. pt1. How does that look? Maybe we can add a little bit more. Let's go with pt2. Cool, that looks better. More centered. Let's try pt3. I'm assuming this is going to be too big. Oh no, it's not. All right, it looks good. It looks good. I'm happy with this change. So now we have to change this to a link. Oh, it's a link already. Okay, then we're gonna add an href to this, and the href is going to be Twitch. No, not twitch.tv. It's gonna be my account. Okay. Yes. Right, I can live with the underline just for now. It's okay. It's not a task. This task is just for. This task was just there to replace this with a link that directs to my Twitch. Cool. It's okay. Actually, I don't want it to redirect to my Twitch. I want it to go to my YouTube page. You're gonna see all of my subscriptions and everything. Okay, that is quite personal, I think, but whatever. Right. How do you see your playlists? Okay. Okay, this is the playlist link, right? Actually, I don't want to put the whole I don't want to put the playlist because the first video is absolutely terrible, and I'd like to get started with a more recent one. Maybe this one. Is this in the new part? Yes, this is in the new apartment. So let's copy this. It's a good start. It's a good start. It's a good start. Actually, maybe no. Maybe no. No. We're gonna. Oh, okay. I have an unreleased video that I've added to the stream, but before we change it to that, we're gonna copy this link address in here, and then let's. Okay, go slowly. Let's put this one in here for just for now. I know you should not put direct links into the components. I'm gonna refactor this component at some point in the future, but this is not something that we should worry about right now because it's beyond the scope of this task. So this task is done. Let's move it to done. And let me click this link just to test everything out. It goes to my YouTube account. That's good. Right. Okay. What's the last task of today? Add navbar to blog post page. Explore the option of using the same navbar component. Right. That is not a task that I should do in this stream actually. All right, I'm gonna stop this stream. I'm gonna explore some of options. Actually, I can pick up another task maybe. Yeah. Let's pause this task. I'm gonna put this back. Font. Pick a new font for the website. Should I pick a new font for the website now? Yeah. Yep. It's a good idea to end the stream in here. No, wait. Before we end it, I've seen another bug. Yep. So there's something else we could fix. Do you see how close this programming language's text is to this laptop image? We can fix that, right? These ones look good, but those ones, yeah, no. So just this one needs some PT2 or maybe PT4. There you go. What about PT5? Even better, right? So I'll add some PT5 to these ones. right? But it should only apply in the mobile version. Let's go to the skills card. No, skills, this isn't it. Project card, image experience. I think this was it, right? Yeah. Hmm. What does this do now? Okay. No, actually no. We don't want to add it there. We want to add it here, pt-5. Yep. And you need to add some in there as well, but it's too big. Let's test this on an actual device. Let's click this and pick iPhone 5 SE. Yeah, looks good, but these two look very connected now. So I need to add some padding in there as well. We can fix that by adding some padding bottom maybe? No, no, not really. Okay, that's a more difficult problem to solve actually. Right. This needs to have some padding from the bottom, that needs to have some padding bottom. PB5. Let's see what that does. Okay, that does what I want, but it also increases the paddings in here. Which is not really what I want. Desktop side looks alright, but mobile, this padding in here just is a bit too much. Does this element have padding? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's not a good idea. But it looks better than before, so. No, it should be Y. So padding top and padding bottom is 4 now. Okay. I'll leave this as is. Like some things you should not really fix. Like you should not spend too much time on them. Yeah, I'm happy with these changes now. Looks fine. That picture is a very good picture, yes. Anyway. The mobile site looks good. Blogs show up. When you click on a blog, I think we should scroll up again. Okay, let me commit these changes again. So what did we do? We fixed, wait, let's take a look at the changes. Yep. Change footer links. And fixed margins issue on image experience component. Cool. Okay. Right, one thing that I want to add before I end this stream. So when you scroll down and click on a blog, the server's not running again. I have to, like, after each git push, it's automatic. I should create something like githook or automatic like run script or whatever they're called, I don't know. But each time I do a git push, it should start the server again for me. Anyway, after I scroll down and click on one of the blog posts, it scrolls down automatically to this blog area, which I don't really want. I want it to stay like this so they can see the image in here. So I want to have something like scroll top on click on navigate to component. Yes. Really? This is it? That's annoying. That's very annoying to do, actually. Right, I could do this. I could just do that. It looks fine. But I want a hooks version of this, like a newer version of this. Cool, I can do that. Okay. So let's go to the blog post page. Use effect. And each time you come into this page, you're going to do window.scroll to 0 and 0. Do you think that would work? I think it's going to. Okay, it doesn't affect this. I just don't want it. I don't want it to affect the scroll state of the previous page. So if I click on this, it should scroll in here, which is fine. But if I go back, oh yeah, it is fine. It's great. It just works absolutely amazing. Maybe it's a property of the browser, but I'm happy. I'm happy with the change. So if I click in here, it's at the top, which is fine. If I go back, yep, I'm happy with this change as well. Stop the server, git commit, and scroll to top on then cool. That's done. Server's not running again. What else? What else? What else should I do? What else should I do before I release this? Only a simple navbar to here is just preventing me to add this, like release this now. Actually, some fonts here are not the same as the previous website, but I haven't decided what font I want to use, and I can decide that after I release this website. Rip Twitter image. Alright, the old website is already breaking down. Come on. It still looks very good though. Maybe it's because I made it. Like it just looks good to me probably. Anyway. Okay, time to end the stream. And I'm gonna look into some options. Like maybe I will extend our current navbar component to have something like a back button somewhere. Or I might create a new navbar just for the blog post page, which to me sounds like the better option. Let me see. Anyway, I'll do this offline, so it's, yeah, not a part of this stream anyway. All right, bye.